Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Justin Lowe, and I am the CEO of Sachari Motors, the company. To give you some insight into the presentation, I'm going to be speaking on our company, what we expect to do, as well as the problems we may face and how we are going to fight it, as well as how we are going to enter the community in a powerful way and completely take it over. Going into this next slide, I'm going to be speaking about Sachari and what we are and what we hope to accomplish. We develop revolutionary, high-powered electric motorcycles designed to attract all spectrums of the bike enthusiast community. We are not a typical motorcycle company. We are actually hoping to change the entire game. We are coming in with a new concept that has not really been introduced in the motorcycle community, and that is electric bikes. We hope to bring something different, something very different that will attract all types of riders, give the feel of the road without losing the speed. Motorcycle riders will be able to have the benefit and essentially free rides and still have all the advantages that will bring it to all different types of people. Our goal is to become the most well-known name in the motorcycle community as well in the electric vehicle market. We want to completely take over this market, whether that's to be those who have tried to enter the electric market and those who have dominated the motorcycle community. We hope to be the first name that everyone mentions and everyone thinks about when they first consider getting a motorcycle. Getting into this next slide, I will be going over the electric vehicle battle. It is very well known within the electric community with vehicles, and that is that the battery is typically the biggest deciding factor. The biggest fear in the battery is that it may not last them long enough, and that you may even be purchasing a 70 or even $100,000 vehicle to then only a few years later have to put $10,000 battery into it. With that being the biggest fear amongst consumers, that will definitely be one of the biggest battles we will have to face as a new company entering this market. People will have that fear of our batteries, and we are going to show them that we are different. We are going to be bringing them something of change, something cheap and affordable to everyone with the speed and the power and the fun that motorcycles are supposed to bring. We are going to accomplish that need that has the ability to combat high prices of bikes that are resulted. We are going to develop strategies of mitigating the high prices of the bikes as a result of these input costs of the batteries. The company could operate within limited profits despite the amazing features. Therefore, we hope to really change the game and really give our competition and show people that this issue is no longer going to be a problem, especially within our company. With our partnership with energy companies to develop batteries with higher charging capacities, it's really going to change everything and really show that we have a solution to this issue that everyone is afraid of. Moving on, we are now going to be getting into the strengths of our bikes. So with our strengths, our bikes have a very sleek, modern design. We would say it has the combination of the tough and hardness of a Harley, and yet the sleekness and beautiful physique of a Ninja. Something really pretty to the eye and has the speed and force, as I mentioned, of a Harley. Of course, one of the biggest benefits and one of the biggest things that we stand by is our affordability. When you are getting into an electric vehicle, the point is the environment as well as saving money, especially if living in downtown areas with traffic and all the stoplights, all this stop and go and consuming gas. When gas costs this much can be such a large issue. The ability to be able to go 3 to 4 days, sometimes even more without having to put the $50, $60 or whatever you are paying on gas is a change that everyone needs. And that is exactly what we are going to provide. Along with being environmentally friendly with still up to 300 horsepower, we will claim to be one of the fastest motorcycles on the market. It's something that treats both spectrums, the people who care about the environment and those who still want the fastest and sportiest motorcycle they can find. Along with our main strengths that we focus on is another thing we like to really provide for our riders that are thinking about getting into it is how easy it is for rookies or just new people that are planning on hoping to become a motorcycle rider in the future. We expect to really make a bike that is not impossible to tackle. No matter the speed, it will pick it up with you. We are trying to make a bike that accustoms to the rider and understands the rider as much as the rider understands the bike. Traditionally, the extra charge that the bikes will hold will allow riders to get up to 250 miles with one charge. This feature is extremely rare and is common for most electric cars. Depending on your driving, if you moderately drive, you should be able to go up to 2 to 3 days without having to charge your motorcycle, meaning that this 30 to 40-minute charge, depending on how much you will need, will fill it up, will at least last you a few days. Along with with our supercharge, we very much stand by, and our graph we will show you on the next slide is something we are proud of. So on this slide, you see that along with most of the popular companies like Tesla, they haven't even got close to what we can provide. With their new 2019 models on the supercharge, they claim they can charge it in up to 2 hours, which is still nowhere near where our bike can do in regards to mile and distance. Here in the graph, you can also see the Nissan Leaf at around 8 hours. And of course, these are comparisons of a 240 volt. And there are superchargers that can charge significantly faster, but still these are the safest way to charge your vehicles, and therefore we still beat these out very marginally. Being the closest one to us is a hybrid, which takes half gas and electric, and it still does not have the speed that we're going to be coming in at about an hour or even less, depending on how you drive your vehicle. So moving on, we are going to be talking about the solution. Our biggest and most important step is entering the partnership deals with multiple battery companies. This will ensure that we not only get the best price for our company, but this will also make it easier and cheaper for the consumer. We will make sure that these batteries can be quick, easy, affordable, and long-lasting. We are not hoping to repair for up to 50,000. We are hoping that it lasts up to 75,000 and to 100,000 plus before even thinking about a new battery. That is our goal with entering these partnership deals, to make sure, one, we can get it at an affordable price, and two, we can guarantee we are getting it at the right price for ourselves and for our customers, which moves into our battery development. We are hoping to develop a new battery that will last longer and will change the whole concern around electric vehicles and their batteries, that we will really disappear with that issue. With that, we are going to be creating new departments. An innovation department, which will be taking charge of that, will be giving us the new ideas, new ways to fix it, and always making sure we're keeping up with today's issues, with the problems that everyone is facing. Along with that, we are going to be creating a user-friendly awareness. Today, when you think about motorcycles, all the people, all the riders want that loudness, the vroom aspect, feeling the bike when they're riding it, feeling the road, feeling the engine underneath them. And that is a very big thing we know we cannot provide them with the electric vehicle, with the electric motorcycle comes out. But what is most important is that the people understand the reasoning. It's not about the loudness or the feeling, but it's also about how much you are changing the environment. Getting rid of the fossil fuel and turning to an electric vehicle is the future. And we know that once we get that out to people, we'll understand why we're so important, needed over any type of fossil fuel motorcycle out there. Electric is the future and is saving the environment, and we will ensure that the environment will continue to be strong and healthy. Thank you, and I hope this helped everyone. My contact information is Justin Lowe. Once again, I'm the owner and CEO of Sachari Motors. I can be reached at any time through my cell at 818-338-5768, and my email too, of course. Please email me or call me at any time. Thank you again for giving me that time.